Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to another episode of Mental Mondays on Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys making some time to check today's video out. And welcome to the club, guys, everybody. If you guys that have been here to Mental Mondays, you know what the deal is. If you're new to the channel and new to Mental Mondays, this is something we do once a week that really didn't have anything to do with fishing. I just like to take a break from it and address some topics that sort of make people think a little bit. Guys, today we're going to be talking about what we can do to fix our broken political system. And the reason I want to put this on a Mental Monday is, make no mistake about it, guys, politics in the United States has a big impact on our mental health and mental well-being. A lot of people are fully vested in it. It affects them emotionally, mentally, big time. Some people are apathetic about it. Some people are sort of in between. But regardless, guys, politics affects every aspect of our life. It affects so much of what we do, whether people recognize that or not. And I can tell you firsthand that it affects people mentally big time. So our political system is broken right now. It has been for probably, probably about the last 7, 8, 9 years, really bad, big time, for a lot of different factors that I want to go into here. And I'm not here to change anybody's mind, because most people that are that follow politics and are active politically, they have their heels dug in. They have a worldview that most of them grew up with that worldview, and you're not going to change people's point of view. You can present facts to people, and whether people choose to believe those facts or deny those facts and deny reality is up to them. But nevertheless, that's sort of one of the realities of the politics in the United States. Is there's such a strong tribal political mode that we find ourselves in, that it's sort of it's not real productive to our country in that side. But anyway, guys, I have just sort of written down a casual list here of what I think we can do to fix our broken political system. And like I said, this I think everybody out there, I'm like I said, I'm not here to judge or try to sway you in any particular way. I'm just here. I think everybody can agree that our political system is broken, needs fixed, and I think a lot of it is due to what I'm going to bring up here. So anyway, guys, here's a few things that my suggestion. This is how I think that we could fix our broken political system and basically make our country function better and get along better. Okay, guys, number one, we need term limits. It is absolutely ridiculous out there that we have these 80 and 85 and sometimes 90-year-old people out there still in politics that have been in office since the 1970s. It's ridiculous. Both sides of the aisle, guys. We need to have term limits where, at the very max, any politician can only serve 2 terms. I don't care what level, state level, local level, national level. Right off the bat, you can only serve 2 terms. That would immediately get you a little bit higher quality of candidate in there, higher quality of person integrity-wise, especially after I talk about the rest of them. Next thing that needs to do, guys, is we need to pay politicians, every politician, I don't care if it's a local, state rep or something, or president of the United States, they need to get paid minimum wage. There's no reason that people should be benefiting off of the taxpayers as a public servant, to get any more than that. If you started paying politicians minimum wage, you know what would happen? You would get people that want to run for office that are truly interested in serving the people and serving the public. You wouldn't get anyone there interested in their own self-interest. If you want to get service-oriented people that don't care, that are not in it to, enrich themselves, pay them minimum wage. On top of that, they don't get any pension. Guys, do you know that if a congressperson serves 3 terms, that they can get a lifetime pension for, I think it's like close to $200,000 a year? That's ridiculous, guys, that somebody can get elected for 3 terms and have a lifetime pension. There shouldn't be any pensions for politicians out there. Again, that would get people in there that are really interested in serving the country and less interested in serving themselves. Next one, there needs to be no corporate donations for any politics. No super PACs, no big money, anything like that. All these corporate donors right now, ever since we had the Citizens United group, the ridiculous decision from the Supreme Court that allowed that said corporations are people and they can donate too. That's been one of the worst things for politics. We need to take corporate money out of politics right off the bat. That's going to, get a lot of the corruption out of it. And with that, we need to have a $10 one-time cap on a donation from just regular citizens. If you want to contribute to a candidate, you're allowed to contribute a one-time donation of $10. That way money becomes less of an influence in politics. And again, every one of these things I'm talking about lends to getting candidates in there that have integrity and ethics and honesty and truly want to serve the people. Next thing is that every candidate or every person elected into public office is required to address their constituency in person every month out there. Guys, right now, good luck. Missouri absolutely sucks. You cannot get a hold of anybody. I've tried to contact so many state reps and people here in Missouri. All you're going to get is a phone call, and you're never going to get a return. Thank you. You'll get some canned generic response. Every person that is elected needs to have a monthly public meeting where they address their constituency, and they're not allowed to leave that meeting until every single question is answered. And if they don't do that, they can be fired from their position, which is our next one, is political, politicians can be fired. Why are politicians immune to being fired just like somebody at a regular job? If you didn't perform your job correctly, or if you did something that was unethical, or you did something that it would be worthy of being fired as a private citizen, it should go over the same way into politics. They should have no special favors with that. And that is a really important one, guys, in the terms especially of addressing constituency, because what you have right now is you have politicians that try to do everything they can to suck up to constituents prior to the election. And then once they get elected, they disappear off the face of the earth and you can never hear from them again. They're impossible to reach. Okay, and finally, guys, there needs to be no political immunity for politicians, and they should have no special treatment whatsoever when it comes to any type of legal matters out there. Politicians, guys, are nothing but public servants. They're not anything more than that. They're not any better. They're not any worse than any other citizen in this country, and they should not be afforded any more rights or any less rights than anyone else has out there. Right now, we have a system that puts politicians on a pedestal, and it gives them privileges that aren't granted to other citizens out there. And that is one of the reasons our system is so broke. But I can promise you guys, if we would institute just what I talked about right there, number one, you'd have 90% of the people that are politicians right now that they'd want to get out of it immediately, because there's no money to be made in it. There's no way for them to gain power and influence over other people and corporations. There's no type of corporate favors that they can grant. All that type of stuff. You would have people in there that truly want to serve the public and make this a better country to live in right now. And right now, guys, our political system, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, doesn't make any difference. Our political system is broke right now. It's broke, and a big reason it's broke is because of social media. So many politicians out there now, guys, they are firebrands. They make outrageous statements just to get social media clicks, and that has become a far too prevalent practice we see in politics today. So anyway, guys, just wanted to pass that along. Let me know what y'all think, and we'll talk later. See you.